Have you ever found yourself sitting alone, submerged in the quietness of your surroundings, with the gentle whisper of the wind as your only companion, being consumed with the echoing of your own thoughts as your only company? This is not merely isolation, it is a profound state of being, an immersive experience where you disconnect from the clamor of the outside world. Embark on a journey into the realm of solitude, where the profound echoes of Stoic wisdom resonate through the corridors of self-discovery. In a world perpetually abuzz with digital noise, the idea of unplugging, of being alone with nothing but the cadence of your thoughts, can feel foreign, even disconcerting. Society often paints solitude with a brush of negativity, associating it with loneliness, a state deemed undesirable, a signal of social rejection to be avoided at all costs. This fear, this trepidation of being alone, has a name: monophobia, a prevalent sentiment in our hyper-connected era. But let's reconsider. What if solitude isn't a void to dread, but an untapped source of strength? What if, in the quietude of being alone, lies a catalyst for personal growth, a wellspring of creativity, and a pathway to inner peace? As we set forth on this exploration, the wisdom of Stoic philosophers beckons, reminding us that embracing solitude might just be the key to unlocking our greatest selves. Welcome to Stoicism Scriptures, the ultimate destination for those seeking wisdom, resilience, and personal growth, inspired by the timeless teachings of Stoic philosophy. At Stoicism Scriptures, we believe that in the face of adversity, there lies an opportunity for growth. Our motivational videos, insightful discussions, and practical guides are designed to help you cultivate resilience, embrace virtue, and find tranquility amidst the chaos of the modern world. Join our community of like-minded individuals committed to living a Stoic life. Whether you're a seasoned philosopher or a newcomer to Stoicism, our channel provides a space for reflection, inspiration, and the tools you need to apply Stoic principles to your everyday life. Subscribe now so I can continue to make more videos to spread the Stoic principles to live by, and let the ancient wisdom of Stoicism be your guide on the path to self-discovery, personal excellence, and a life filled with purpose. Chapter 1. Embrace the path of greatness. Friedrich Nietzsche, the 19th century German philosopher, who beckons us to embrace solitude as the crucible for self-transformation. Nietzsche, a stalwart advocate of the path of greatness, challenges us to stand alone with unwavering courage, stepping away from the crowd and its conventional morality. In his powerful words, Nietzsche declares, "The individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. If you try it, you will be lonely often and sometimes frightened, but no price is too high to pay for the privilege of owning yourself." Here, he paints solitude not as a desolate state, but as a privilege, an essential journey where loneliness becomes the fertile ground for self-discovery and ownership of one's destiny. As we tread the path Nietzsche illuminates, we discover that the price of embracing solitude is, in fact, the priceless ownership of our authentic selves. 2. Confront existential anxieties. Søren Kierkegaard, the revered father of existentialism, as he guides us through the labyrinth of self-discovery. Kierkegaard, a staunch proponent of solitude, unravels the essence of confronting existential anxieties in the quietude of aloneness. It is within this sacred solitude that one finds the courage to carve their unique path, choose their own way, and set sail on the transformative journey toward authenticity. Kierkegaard encapsulates this transformative solitude with the eloquent words, "The more one isolates oneself, the closer one comes to oneself." Here, he unveils the paradoxical beauty of solitude, not as a retreat into loneliness, but as a deliberate isolation that forges an intimate connection with oneself. As we navigate the terrains of existential uncertainties, Kierkegaard beckons us to find solace in the profound self-awareness born out of intentional seclusion, where the echoes of our true selves resound in the silence. 3. Seek true companionship. Henry David Thoreau, the modern Stoic of Walden Pond. As we traverse the tranquil shores and delve into the heart of solitude, Thoreau's words echo like whispers of timeless truths, revealing that true companionship can be unearthed in the depths of contemplative solitude. In the symphony of nature and the rustling leaves, Thoreau unraveled a profound revelation. I never found the companion that was so companionable as solitude. Here, solitude becomes more than mere aloneness. It transforms into an intimate confidant, a companion unmatched by worldly connections. Thoreau beckons us to listen to the quiet conversations of our inner selves, to engage actively with our thoughts, and to seek the camaraderie that resides within. Picture the scene: the shimmering waters of Walden Pond, the whispering winds sharing tales of self-discovery. Thoreau's experiment becomes a testament to the dynamic dance with solitude, urging us to reconsider it not as passive isolation, but as an active partnership with our own essence. In the tapestry of Thoreau's insights, we find an invitation to embrace solitude as the gateway to profound companionship with our authentic selves and the universe that surrounds us. 4. Find meaning in adversity. Viktor Frankel, a Holocaust survivor, found solace in solitude, a beacon of resilience amid the darkest chapters of human history. In the harrowing solitude of Nazi concentration camps, Frankel discovered an unassailable truth. The last bastion of human freedom lies in the choice of our attitude amidst the relentless onslaught of suffering. Frankel's words resonated like a clarion call through the annals of despair. Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances. In this powerful declaration, solitude becomes a sacred space where the human spirit asserts its autonomy, crafting meaning and purpose, even when confronted by the most profound challenges. As we stand on the precipice of our own tribulations, Frankel's philosophy invites us to enter the sanctum of solitude, where the echoes of his resilience illuminate the path toward a meaningful existence. Solitude, then, transforms into a crucible of empowerment, a realm where, despite the loss of external freedoms, the sovereign power of choice prevails. 5. Sit quietly to know yourself. Blaise Pascal, the polymath from 17th century France. In his succinct yet resonant words, Pascal unveils the crux of humanity's predicament. All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone. This indictment lays bare the profound challenge we face, the reluctance to embrace solitude. Pascal beckons us to the quiet chambers of introspection, where the cacophony of the world fades, and the stillness allows our innermost thoughts to emerge. Solitude, for Pascal, is not a desolate exile, but a sanctuary where we confront the very core of our being. In this hallowed space, we unveil the canvas of our inner conflicts, laying bare the tapestry of our desires, fears, and aspirations. As we heed Pascal's call to sit quietly in solitude, we unlock the door to self-awareness and a profound understanding of our existence. Solitude, once feared, now transforms into an ally, a crucible of self-exploration where considered decisions are forged and the symphony of our inner selves is revealed. 6. Confront the shadow. Carl Jung, the Swiss psychiatrist and pioneer of analytical psychology. In the shadows of solitude, Jung unveils a daunting truth. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. It is within this chilling acknowledgement that we discover the profound significance of solitude in our quest for self-understanding. Jung invites us to navigate the intricate terrain of our minds, where the unconscious, like a hidden shadow, lurks in the recesses of our being. Solitude, according to Jung, is not a mere state of isolation, but a sacred canvas where we confront the most intimidating aspects of our existence, the facets we consciously deny or, perhaps, are entirely oblivious to. As we step into the solitude that Jung champions, we embark on the transformative journey of individuation. Solitude becomes the crucible where the shadow, once obscured, is brought into the light of consciousness. It is a courageous act, an exploration of the self that requires facing the unsettling and unknown within. In solitude, the most terrifying revelations become stepping stones toward wholeness and self-realization. 7. Choose your own way. Viktor Frankel, the Austrian psychiatrist and Holocaust survivor, as he unveils the transformative power of choice in the crucible of solitude. Frankel, in the face of unimaginable adversity, imparts a timeless truth. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. In the solitude imposed by the harrowing conditions of concentration camps, Frankel discovered an extraordinary resilience, an ability to choose his attitude in the direst circumstances. The power of choice, according to Frankel, becomes a beacon of hope, a means to find meaning even when external circumstances are beyond our control. Solitude, in Frankel's perspective, becomes the arena where the human spirit exercises its most potent attribute, the freedom to choose. It is not just a withdrawal from the world, but a sacred space for introspection, where the choices we make echo in the corridors of our existence. The profound truth resonates. Solitude, with its isolating embrace, becomes a stage for the drama of personal transformation, where the script is written in the choices we make, the attitudes we adopt, and the meaning we find. 8. Navigate chaos through solitude. Jordan Peterson, the contemporary psychologist, as he unravels the profound relationship between solitude and navigating life's tumultuous chaos. Peterson, in his illuminating wisdom, invites us to consider solitude not as an escape from chaos, but as a compass to navigate it. If you don't know where you are precisely, you could be anywhere. You're in chaos. It's out of that chaos that new being can emerge. In the solitude Peterson advocates, there exists a transformative potential, a space where introspection becomes the North Star, guiding us through the uncertainties of life. It's not a retreat from chaos, but an immersion into the quiet recesses of the self, where clarity emerges from the chaos. Solitude, according to Peterson, becomes the anchor, allowing the chaotic currents of life to sculpt a new being, a resilient and authentic self. It's an act of courage, stepping into the quiet, acknowledging the chaos, and allowing a rebirth to unfold in its midst. 9. Develop character in solitude. Peterson contends that solitude is essential for character development. By facing one's limitations and engaging in self-examination, individuals can cultivate stability and confront vulnerabilities. In Peterson's philosophy, solitude is not merely a state of being alone, but a crucible for character development. The development of character necessitates solitude. Within the quietude of self-imposed isolation, individuals confront their limitations and engage in a rigorous examination of the self. It's a deliberate choice to face vulnerabilities head-on, to explore the uncharted territories within, and to emerge with newfound strength and resilience. Solitude, according to Peterson, becomes the canvas upon which character is sculpted, a space where stability is cultivated, vulnerabilities are confronted, and the journey of self-improvement unfolds. It's an ode to the transformative potential residing in the quiet moments, where character is not just discovered, but actively shaped. 10. Confront your inner darkness. Carl Jung, the Swiss maestro of the mind. Picture solitude as a sacred arena where, in the words of Jung, knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of other people. It's a captivating summons to confront the enigmatic shadows dwelling within. Imagine solitude not as a desolate landscape, but as a canvas where we decipher the cryptic language of our unconscious, a tapestry of dreams, fears, and suppressed desires. Jung, a sage of the psyche, beckons us to traverse the corridors of our inner sanctum. The process is not mere acknowledgement, it's an alchemical fusion, an integration of the shadow, transforming it into a conscious ally. In the theatre of solitude, where the stage is set for inner revelation, we unearth the latent potential to navigate the intricacies of human connections. The dark corners we once feared become a source of strength, empathy, and profound self-awareness. Jung's wisdom resonates as a poetic ode to the transformative dance of shadows, a journey where solitude becomes a sacred realm and the self emerges as a harmonious symphony of light and shadow. 11. Use solitude positively. Jordan Peterson's philosophical tapestry, where solitude is not a desolate landscape, but a forge for resilience and personal growth. Peterson's words echo like a resounding call to action. You are stable and able to tolerate your own limited perspective. You remain stable despite your many limitations and in the face of your vulnerability. And you do this so that you can learn and thrive and benefit others. In this vivid tapestry, solitude becomes a canvas for self-examination, an opportunity to confront the intricate mosaic of our limitations. Picture stability not as rigid resistance, but as a resilient dance, a harmonious acceptance of vulnerability. Peterson, a modern sage, invites us to transform solitude into a potent elixir, a source of strength and a fertile ground for thriving amid life's uncertainties. It's not a passive solitude, it's an active engagement, a journey where self-awareness breeds stability. Peterson's wisdom unveils the profound alchemy of turning solitude into a tool, a transformative space where we not only endure our limitations, but learn, thrive, and become beacons that benefit others. Solitude in this context becomes a dynamic force, a catalyst for our evolution, and a wellspring of resilience. 12. Solitude as a fount of healing. Carl Jung recognizes solitude as a fount of healing, nurturing psychological well-being. In solitude, individuals can nurse psychological wounds, heal their fragmented selves, and cultivate a healthier, more balanced psyche. Imagine solitude as a sacred wellspring, its waters flowing with the soothing elixir of healing. Jung, the architect of the mind, unveils solitude as a therapeutic space, a sanctuary where psychological wounds are nursed, fragmented selves are made whole, and the symphony of a balanced psyche finds its rhythm. It's not just a pause in the chaos, it's a deliberate immersion into the rejuvenating waters of self-discovery and healing. In this canvas of introspection, solitude becomes the healer's gentle touch, stitching together the torn fabric of our being. Jung's wisdom paints a vivid landscape where the quietude of solitude is the balm that makes life not only bearable, but profoundly meaningful. It's an acknowledgement that within the tranquil embrace of solitude, healing isn't just a hope. It's a flowing, inexhaustible fount that breathes vitality into the very essence of our existence. In conclusion, in the grand tapestry of wisdom woven by these philosophers and psychologists, solitude emerges not as a dreaded void, but as a cherished sanctuary, an oasis for self-discovery, personal growth, and psychological well-being. Let us, as fellow travelers in the human experience, Embrace solitude not with trepidation, but as a canvas for courage, a pathway to authenticity, and an invitation to plunge into the profound depths of our being. Friedrich Nietzsche, the philosopher of daring individuality, beckons us to embrace solitude as the crucible for self-transformation. Stand alone, he whispers, for in solitude you own the privilege of becoming your true self. It's a journey, albeit lonely at times, where the price paid is minuscule compared to the reward of self-possession. Søren Kierkegaard, the luminary of existentialism, casts solitude as the crucible of self-discovery, where the confrontation with existential anxieties births the courage to tread one's own path. The more one isolates oneself, the closer one comes to oneself, he muses, a call to venture into solitude's embrace and find the courage to be authentic. Henry David Thoreau, the sage of Walden Pond, turns solitude into a companion of unmatched camaraderie. I never found the companion that was so companionable as solitude, he reflects, challenging us to view solitude not as isolation, but as a lively dialogue with our innermost selves. In the harrowing narrative of Viktor Frankel, a Holocaust survivor, solitude becomes a refuge. Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of the human freedoms, to choose one's attitude, he declares. Even in the darkest solitude, the power of choice reigns supreme, shaping destinies and preserving dignity. Blaise Pascal, the polymath of the 17th century, paints our inability to sit quietly in solitude as the root of humanity's problems. All of humanity's problems stem from man's inability to sit quietly in a room alone, he postulates, urging us to embrace solitude to make decisions that echo with considered wisdom. Carl Jung, the trailblazer of psychology, unravels the mysteries of the shadow, the unconscious realm, within solitude. The most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely, he asserts, unveiling the transformative potential of solitude in confronting our innermost selves. In Jordan Peterson's psychological tapestry, solitude is the compass navigating the chaos of life. If you don't know where you are precisely, you could be anywhere. You're in chaos. It's out of that chaos that new being can emerge, he encourages, inviting us to delve into solitude for self-reflection and the emergence of an authentic self. As we assimilate these lessons, let us not see solitude as a feared void, but as a magical realm where the symphony of our true selves plays. In solitude, we aren't adrift. We are crafting our destinies with the brushstrokes of courage, authenticity, and self-reflection. May the wisdom of these Stoic philosophers be our guiding stars as we navigate the vast landscapes of our minds and souls, transforming solitude into a sanctuary where the depths of our being are both discovered and celebrated. Subscribe and support the channel so I can continue to spread the Stoic teachings to help you on your journey to true enlightenment through the ancient wisdom of Stoicism. Thanks for watching.